This is Varella, my Xtreme One Chunk Ironman. Trapped in the palace, starting with nothing and living only on rat meat, she must become strong enough to topple a giant and equip one of the best sets of armor in the game. And did I mention, she has no access to a bank, is hardcore, and we're on a free-to-play account. Let's get into this insane journey to the depths of Varrock. If you haven't seen a chunk account before, let me quickly explain. Runescape's map is divided into squares known as chunks, and using a plugin we can see them in-game. In order to be allowed to leave my chunk, I must complete a series of challenges using only what I can find within the chunk itself. I must process the highest tier of any item I can find in the chunk, meaning I need to meet all the skill requirements to do this for any related skill. For example, if there's a yew tree, I must cut and then burn a yew log, requiring 60 woodcutting and fire making. I also need to obtain the best in-slot gear for every combat style that the chunk can offer, and obtain all unique drops from enemies in the area. With that out the way, let's talk about the Varrock Palace chunk. When choosing this chunk, I thought it would be cool to have a chunk with a furnace to cook on as well as access to the Varrock sewers. That's it. I didn't even realize I had no access to a bank or any shops at all, or the ramifications this would have. You'll see this throughout the video, as past me comes to these realizations in real time. I'll also quickly apologize for the audio quality in some of the early sections of the video. This is my first YouTube video, and I was still figuring things out in my earliest recordings. Let's talk quickly about the skilling challenges I need to complete in the chunk. I will need to get 40 attack and defense to equip rune weapons and armor, a fairly simple combat grind. I will have to get 20 cooking to bake a meat pie. I will have to get 60 woodcutting and fire making to cut and burn a yew log. I will have to get 55 magic to cast high alchemy. This is a huge concern as there are no rune shops in the chunk. I will need to obtain all my runes from monster drops. Lastly, I will need to get 30 smithing to cast superheat item and create a steel bar. This is another challenge as there are no ore mining spots or furnaces to smelt bars in the chunk. As for my gear, I need to get a rune sword, rune chain body, rune med helm, rune plate legs, and a rune square shield for melee, so I think those all drop from Bryofida. It's the giant boss. I've never fought, even on my Ironman for some reason. I've done other harder bosses than that, but I just never did Mossy Keys. Then I need to get a Zamorak Monk bottom, Zamorak Monk top, blue wizard hat, wooden shield, magic staff, and steel mace for prayer, apparently. I have to do... There's one quest, I can start the Shield of Arav. Obviously I can't complete it, since I can't go to the rest of Varrock. And I have to get Bryofida's Essence from the boss. Hopefully that's not a rare drop. I bet it is, though. And I have to get a Mossy Key, but I'll need to get a whole lot of those if I'm going to get all of the rune drops from Bryofida. And those are my tasks. For this series, I am assuming I am some kind of prisoner of the palace. That's why I have ripped rags going on. And I have to prove my worth before they let me leave, so I'm only allowed in the palace grounds and the dungeons for now. For some reason there's a dude in full mithril just killing all the guards. If only he'd let me escape with him, but I don't think he will. The first thing I'm going to do is drop everything from Tutorial Island, as is tradition. And we can start. See what this palace has to offer. Oh, I see a red spawn on the map there. No, that's a body rune, but I'm not allowed to go there. It's out of the chunk. Can I open these chests? Find nothing. Nothing, okay. Okay, the guards. I don't think I can fight guards yet. I know men and women in Lumbridge when you're low level are hard to kill, and these guys have gear, so... Welcome to Drop School. Let's talk about guards. Guards are one of the first useful NPCs to kill in the chunk. They can drop runes, which I'll need for my magic grind, ammunition, which I'm unable to use as there are no ranged weapons in the chunk, as well as an iron dagger. At a drop rate of 1 in 21, this would have been a perfect candidate for my first weapon if they weren't so strong at a combat level of 21. I sure hope I keep this in mind and don't try to fight one naked at any point during the video. And up here we have, oh, there's an altar in here. That's actually really good because I can refill my prayer. I don't think there's going to be any items in here. There's a spawn here. Okay, there's a bucket. Hey, my first item on the account, a bucket. Let's go. I don't think that'll be useful, but we'll see. There's a gnomish ambassador. I remember doing Monkey Madness. Maybe I wouldn't trust that ambassador. Maybe he's suspicious, but I'm not sure. Okay, if I need to take a bath after all the toiling times in the dungeons, I can. Hopefully the king won't mind. And what do we have up here? Oh wow, we have... You know, I've played this game a lot. I don't think I've ever been on this roof. Can you use these targets? For private use only. Cannonballs, cannon. Well, I may not be able to do sailing, but you can look at the cannons here. Big, heavy metal balls. Oh, these things. You can train an attack on these without taking any damage, which considering right now I have nothing is pretty good. Let's just get one level just to have something on the account. Well, we can do it pretty often as well. There we go. 2 attack. Huge. I do see someone training up here on the guards. It's another guy in full mithril. They may be bots. I would almost assume they are. Oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Did I click on him? Oh no. Oh no. No, I'm not losing my hardcore status by accidentally clicking on a guard. Not this soon. Okay, so I don't think I can train ranged on this. Did he attack me because I went in the room? Maybe I can check. Did I click on him? Okay, I think it's safe. Can I have one of these, maybe? A nice selection of swords, okay. Let's say this was my cell. I must have escaped from here, right? And now I'm trying to live in the palace as an outcast. Climb up this spiral staircase. What's up here? Would you look at that? Cannons. I mean, there's really not much up here, is there? There's the altar. Oh, there's more of these training dummies. Beds are useless. Yeah, it looks like the top floors of the palace don't have much. Just the altar, but that's still good to know. But I think down here is where the goods are going to be. So we have the king's room. Let's just see if he's keeping anything next to his throne. No. Okay, we have the imps here, which means we have a lot of spawns. They can spawn like a lot of really strange items. Welcome back to Drop School! I bet you didn't expect to see me again so soon, but these are going to be on the exam. Imps have one of the strangest drop tables of any NPC in the game. Random cooking items, tools, food, and even a flyer for Bob's Axe Shop in Lumbridge, all at a fairly low drop rate. They also drop 3 items that will be crucial for 3 different tasks I need to complete in the chunk. First is a blue wizard hat, at a drop rate of 1 in 16. This is my best in slot mage hat and one of the easiest items for me to obtain during this grind. The second is a tinderbox. As far as I can tell, this is the only way for me to obtain one since I can't access a general store, and I will need one to reach 60 firemaking to burn a yew log. The third is a pot of flour. Since I need to reach 20 cooking and make a meat pie, I will need the flour in order to create pie dough. With that, back to your regularly scheduled RuneScape. Okay, here we have second ground item, a pie dish. The sink, I remember you used it in a quest. Maybe there's something in the crates. No. We do have the oven here, so if I had anything to cook, I could cook it there. So that's going to be really good for, I'm assuming, drops we get from the dungeon. Let me check. Okay, is there anything out here? It's a tree you can cut down. It says an elegant tree. I doubt that's a normal tree, but if I ever get an axe, we'll see. I think this whole room is just for quests. Like the different Varrock quests about Arav and like the Defender of Varrock and stuff. Let's go check out the outside. We'll take the pie dish again. I mean, I'm sure I'll need a lot of those if I have to cook pies. Oh, we do have the grizzly bear here, so this might be really good for magic training or range training because he can't get to me. I wouldn't be able to get the drops either though, but it could be useful. Here's the yew tree. Now, what I'm worried about is, are there normal trees? I see some here, but can I get to them? I think I can from the street. Oh, and there's an oak tree as well. Okay, so as long as... Is that wooden shield is in the chunk? That's gonna be my first offensive option. Oh, we have a mysterious old man. So we're already getting a random. Is it gonna be a maze? Have a present? Okay, we got 80 coins. That's pretty good, right? I don't know what we can get yet from shops, but 80 coins could be useful. Okay, let's take this side passage into the streets of Varrock that we're allowed to access and see what we have. Okay, we have normal trees. We have the hairdresser, not the most useful place. Haircut, shave, fabric. We have a... Wow, I've never looked at this before. They have a nifty painting. Oh, and then we have... Okay, we have another church. So I guess this one may be more convenient for the sewers. We'll have to see. The guy's sleeping here. It's one of the only sleeping NPCs. Jeremy Clerkson. And we do have an upstairs in this church, as well as some chests. Let's check those. I think these are always empty, unless it's in a quest or something. I think this is a scam. What about the roof? This is a big tower, huh? Completely empty, but we get a good view of the chunk. And we have a bit of lands to the north. Let's hope the next chunk doesn't roll the wilderness, because I don't know anything about PvP at all. Is this house for a quest? There seems to be nothing in it at all. Is it a Mahogany Homes house? Wait, you can go on the wall from here? Wow. I had no idea you could do this. I wonder when the last time someone tried this was. So your character can't walk here. There's a square. Wow, okay. I bet this guy tried and jumped off when he realized he couldn't. Fed himself to a bear. What's the other way? Yeah, I never would have come up here, even though I've been to Varrock thousands of times. Truly, I bet almost no one has ever gone up here. I didn't play RuneScape since I was a kid though, so maybe people used to come up here all the time and they'll post a comment about it or something, but I bet it's rare. Let's see, this is the construction place. I don't think I can do the quest. In fact, yeah, the NPCs are not even here, right? Because I'm in free to play, I guess. That's a bust. Okay, that's all of the Varrock City I can do, except for the sewers down there. So let's check out the wilderness. Oh, hello, there's a fellow free-to-player. The rune axe chopping away at the U. Oh, that's another restriction that I didn't really talk about yet or think about, but there's no bank in this chunk. So I'm gonna have to basically be playing an ultimate Ironman, which I've never done before. So I'm gonna have to be pretty careful about this. So already my idea of keeping these 2 pie dishes, I mean, I have nowhere to go put them, so they're probably not gonna stay here. I just thought about that. Same with the bucket. Like, I was getting really excited. I tend to hoard everything on Ironman. That's gonna be a real struggle. Hopefully we roll this chunk next. This chunk with the bank. That would be ideal. Oh, hang on. It's a little guardhouse that probably no one enters. Am I gonna discover something interesting? Nothing of note. Nothing of note. I feel like I'm unguided right now looking into all these chests for no reason. And then there's helmets on the wall, which, you know, it would be nice if I could take one, but no such luck. Let's kill an imp. I hope it doesn't teleport me out of the chunk or try to pull me out. I mean, I guess we can focus on strength training since we know I can use the dummies for attack. And I don't think these guys can damage you at any level, so it's pretty good training early on. The red bead, if I had a bank, I would keep that for the quest. Now here's something I just thought about as well. Is there not a single shop in this chunk? I don't think there's a shop, so I won't be able to sell anything. Like, this is... I don't think there's a chef here who sells stuff. It's a farming patch. Unless I miss an NPC, and I'm sure if I do, I'll discover it at some point. But I'm not going to be able to make any money by selling. Although I don't need money to buy anything either, right? I guess it's a very, like, self-sufficient chunk. Okay, I will keep the bronze bolts because they stack. And if there's a way to get a bow, that'll be useful. Now, while we're here... want to get that spawn I saw of the shield somewhere over here, because that is the best in slot, and also for now it's my only gear, so it's huge. So what do we get for this? Some okay defense bonuses, better than nothing. Look at that. First gear acquired. Oh, I was killing this imp. I just realized there's a Black Knight here. Or there's 2 actually in this part. Black Knights. Maybe they drop black armor? I know in some quests you have to disguise yourself as a Black Knight, so maybe. Me again. Black Knights can drop our best in slot prayer weapon, the Steel Mace, which we have to obtain for our chunk tasks. They also drop tin ore, which we may need to use for the eventual smithing grind, and runes for the magic grind. They can also drop an iron sword and an iron full helm, which would be huge upgrades for the account right now. Unfortunately, they are level 33 and we would have no chance of taking one on. I sure hope I keep this in mind and don't try to fight one naked at any point during the video. Oh, and for some reason, Black Knights don't drop the black armor they're wearing. Go figure. Oh, and here's a chef's hat. We can wear it for the fashion for now. How's that look? Great. The, prisoner chef, and I will have to get 20 cooking here, so it's something. Wow, okay, and that imp moved right out of my chunk as he died, so I'm not going to be able to get those drops. Luckily, it's a duplicate chef's hat, which is funny because the chef's hat is a 1 in 64 from the imps, so it could have been almost anything. And here's a problem with these chunk-locked accounts. I was fighting this imp over here, and he teleported away out of my reach. And there's a chance he'll wander back in, but it's kind of annoying when you're trying to fight them. I think I'm going to need more damage so that I can kill them before they teleport or run away. Come on. Oh my god, okay. He went somewhere else. Son of a... Alright. You got away this time. I think it's time to check out the Varrock sewers, see what they have down there. I think I'm going to spend most of my time there. So We have rats right here. I know that Scarius is over there, but I don't think I can do that on free to play. Let's take a look at the map real quick. So we have rats. Here be dead stuff. I think that's like zombies and ghosts or something like that. Then we have a map link here. I hope that goes to the chunk. Maybe it goes to the bear. Could be that. And then we have red spiders and the giant soul amulet to Bryophyta's lair. I don't remember hearing about that item. I'm assuming it doesn't drop in this chunk, but I'll check it out in case. But even then, it's a teleport, right? And I am very close. Okay, so the rest of this is the Edgeville dungeon and can't get in. And I would need 51 agility, which isn't even a thing in free-to-play. So that's why Obor and Hill Giant tasks didn't show up for me in the chunk tasks. That makes sense. Smaller than I remembered, to be honest. Let's check out the rat drops. Did somebody say drops? Don't worry, this is a short class and everyone will get frozen yogurt for participation. Rats drop, rat meat, bones, and sometimes clue scrolls. Okay, bye! Oh, did I click on that? I don't think so. Can I beat a giant rat right now? I actually think it's close, or maybe I'll lose. I don't have any food, and super low level, and I'm hardcore. Honestly, I think with food, these are doable, but maybe I should train my attack a bit first, or train on the goblins. Yeah, I'm getting down to like half health from that, but I think once I have good enough stats to not take much damage from the rats, I can cook the meat and have a source of meat. I don't know how much it heals. I'm guessing it's not very much. I hope there's a better source of food around. Another thing I remembered about this place is that there's this area where you can kind of range or use magic on the zombies and they can't hit you, which could be useful for training later on. I remember seeing people doing this. There's a knife spawn over there. I'm gonna take that. I can't fletch, right? Maybe it's not that useful unless I need it. Again, I'm forgetting that I'm basically playing like an ultimate Ironman for now. We have these easier rats that I don't think they drop anything. And oh, we have scorpions as well. So what do zombies drop? Okay, so maybe my first gear here. They're level 13 though, but I'll try to make this brief as I have a meeting with the Drop School Union regarding staff workloads coming up after this. Zombies are a great potential early enemy for us to tackle on the account. Since they are only level 13, their combat stats should be manageable with very little gear, and all 3 gear drops they can give me will not only be upgrades, but big milestones for the account. They can drop the Bronze Med Helm at 1 in 32, which would be our first defensive melee upgrade other than the wooden shield. This should make us tankier and help us farm more zombies or other enemies down the line. They can also drop 2 weapons at 1 in 128. The first is the Bronze Sword. This would be our first weapon and would likely give us a nice DPS increase over kicking things to death. The second is the Iron Axe. When looking at these weapons on the wiki, the stats seem to be the same, but the Iron Axe has another massive benefit. It allows us to begin training woodcutting and start our skilling journey. As of now, this is the only source I'm aware of to obtain a woodcutting axe in the chunk, so this could be a game changer. And then the scorpions drop... Oh, I don't think they drop anything except clue scrolls, so not the best mobs to find, not gonna lie. Oh, these rats just attack me. I thought that these rats were passive in Runescape, but I guess it's just my combat level has always been so much higher. Come on, rat. Come on. Oh, I'm just missing everything. He has 7 HP and I have 5. I'm gonna risk it. I know this is stupid. Oh, strength level 4, let's go. Oh, I can hit a 2 now. Let's go. Easy. Not even close. Although, I hope they don't hit a 2 or 3. We're gonna have to get out of here yet. We're at 2 health. Let's run. Oh no, there's zombies there. Is the rat following me? No. Okay, I think these are gonna aggro me for sure. They're level 13. So I might have to wait till it leaves. Oh no, he saw me. Did he see me? No. Okay. I shouldn't have, maybe I shouldn't have come down here yet because, yeah, I shouldn't have made a hardcore stuck in a tunnel. Let's get some prayer XP. There we go. I'm assuming the zombies can hit 3s. I'll wait for my health to regen. Hopefully neither of them converge on me here. And we'll have to figure out a food situation real soon. I want to run through the rest of the dungeon and see what else spawns, but it's a little scary. I know there's like hill giants, or what are they called? They're not hill giants. They're like the green giants that drop the mossy keys, but I'm sure I'm not high enough level for that. But if I have to beat Bryophyta with just not even like mithril or adamant melee gear, I hope that's good enough, or maybe I have to use magic or something, I'm not even sure. Let's get out of here again. 4 health. I'm gonna train attack a bit while my health is low on these dummies. There's the ones upstairs, but I think I'll do it in my own private training room here, and hopefully the king won't mind. And I'll just quickly get to maybe 10 attack or something like that. Here's 4 attack, 5. While I'm kicking this bag, I just wanted to say, I've seen a lot of these like Snowflake and Chunk account videos where they really know what they're doing. They have everything planned out. They figured out like the exact best gear that drops from everything in their area. And they have a plan. I am winging it right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're going to figure it out as we go. So if it's not that organized, or if I'm doing something clearly wrong, or you're like, why aren't you getting this item? It's just because I'm kind of winging it. Oh, 7 attack, let's go. And I will probably look up the drops for everything better than just running around the dungeon and checking, but it's kind of more fun to discover things along the way as well, so apologies if I do anything really stupid or I'm missing a really good item I should be equipping, but I'm sure I'll find it soon enough. I'm going to be stuck in this chunk for a long time, so 8 attack. Okay, so caps out at 8 attack. There's nothing more you can learn from hitting a dummy. Just cook some of this meat in the oven, and level 2 cooking, and we burned one of them. Classic. And I don't know how much this heals. It's probably like 2 or something. I'm actually gonna, let me check the wiki. 3 HP, so hopefully that's not our best healing food in the chunk, but I have a concern that it is. Ball of wool. Again, I feel like that might be useful for something and I should keep it, but I just can't justify it with ultimate Ironman style inventory until I get a bank. Okay, so let's keep fighting goblins and I think get to 10 in all combat stats. That should be a good milestone to hit, so let's aim for that. I keep saying goblins and I mean imps, so let's look for some imps. Well, level 5 strength, let's go. Since all of my skilling grinds rely on monster drops, I decided the best course of action was to start by raising my melee combat stats. My initial plan was to fight imps around Varrock Palace, since they can't damage me but they can drop some items I need, as well as ashes that give prayer XP. I quickly realized how difficult this would be, as the imps can teleport and drag me out of the chunk, and they never seem to be in the same location. No, come back, oh, no, okay. This would be an incredibly slow and frankly annoying method to train. My revised plan was to train my combat stats to 10 on the small rats in Varrock sewers. These rats drop nothing, but also can't hurt me, making it safe to do without food or gear. Once at 10 in my main combat stats, I would move on to the giant rats and begin building up a bank of raw rat meat for cooking XP and healing food, as well as bones to bury for prayer. As my combat level increased, and I had a bank of usable food, I would be able to move on to an enemy that had gear drops and begin to upgrade my character further to take on the challenges ahead. I'll level 2 prayer. I can use thick skin now. Alright, so right down in the sewers, here we have the tiny rats. It seems like they may spawn around here. It does seem like the big rats wander right up to this area, so it's kind of sketchy, but as long as I'm in combat with the small ones... Oh, now I've pulled this guy though. If I run out and attack a different enemy, this guy... Oh no, he's still attacking me, huh? That is difficult because I cannot fight those big guys right now. Oh, there's 6 strength, that's good. This isn't great because I'm just getting pulled by... Oh, we have an evil Bob event? That might be... I mean, it might give me stats that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. Yeah, hello evil Bob, what do you want? Heat. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, I've done this before. Let's get out of here. Okay, so I don't know what this gives. Hopefully it gives something good as a reward. I'm not sure what the Prison Pete event gives. Okay, I've escaped. I have a present. Wow, okay, 7 law runes. So I don't know what the chances are or what that event gives, but I'm gonna have to keep those. I mean, I just said I need a telegrab to get the Zamorak robes, and I don't know how rare law runes are, but that seems like really good to get that early, because if it's only from a high level enemy or something, that it'll be good to have that. To give some context to what I just said, I noticed that there was a player killing this Monk of Zamorak prisoner with magic, and he's the guy who drops my best in slot Monk top and bottom, which I think gives magic bonus. And when I was exploring the castle, I kind of didn't notice him, because if you're looking like this, it's kind of harder to see, and I know he's in a quest at some point, but I completely forgot he was here. So what I need to do is kill this guy with magic later, and then use telegrab with the law runes that I have here and get his top and bottom when they spawn. And it's a 1 in 20 for both pieces, and he doesn't drop anything else. So I'll just be going only casting telegrab once I'm at level 33 magic and getting those and getting my Bis mage robes. No. I almost left the chunk. Wow, is this guy training range on those small rats? If I'm over here, do the small rats, like... Okay, I think this spot might be safe, because it seems like the big rats spawn over there. Whereas in this area, there's only small rats. 11 HP, so we have 10% more HP than we had a second ago. Yeah, there's some that spawn here, so as long as I stay in this corner and kind of... I don't go too close, this seems like it could be a good spot. Oh, he's really pathed over here. I can fight one though, I don't want to get my health that low and have to feel like I'm scared to be down here while I'm hardcore. 7 strength. I wonder what this splashing guy thinks of me just meleeing small rats. Oh no. Don't pull. Nice. You can call me the Rat Slayer, but only the small rats, and apparently, I mean, I'll never kill Scurious, so... I'll never be a true Rat Slayer, but I'll do my best till I become the Giant Slayer one day. Okay, so my combat level now is 8, and the rats are level 3, so I think that means that my combat level is more than twice the rats, which means they'll no longer attack me. So I think I was actually worried for nothing, and I can just stand around here fighting, and the rats won't attack me. Wait. Oh, this one is level 6, so this guy's level 3. You know what? I'm gonna fight him. Screw it. Let's get him. We're 7 strength, 8 attack, and 1 defense, so the defense is the biggest issue right now. I'm starting to believe with that 8 strength, total level 50, and it seems like we're taking less damage now, or maybe we're just dealing damage faster. Raw rat meat and bones. Let's start collecting that meat. But I do think that means this whole corner is safe, and I just have to watch out for the level 6 rat. But as soon as I get to level 12, I will no longer have to worry about him attacking me. Oh, 9 strength. Level 10 strength, let's go. Let's finish off attack to 10, and then we'll do defense. And it's funny, so there's these small rats that kind of look... I don't know, the model looks a bit better. Maybe they were added when they added Scurious, but I can't attack them. I believe I'm sometimes missing on these small rats. I guess they are quick, like maybe... I feel like if I had to fight a real rat in real life with my fists, I'd probably miss a few times as well, so maybe it makes sense. Maybe I'm not giving the game enough credit. 12 HP, awesome. 9 attack. So these rats actually respawn really quickly and kind of almost maintain just like constantly being in combat with them, which is actually a pretty fast way to get XP. Like I'm not really looting in between, I'm not losing HP. Oh, and there's 10 attack, so now let's switch to defense. Okay, so at 10 attack, we can wield, steal at 5, and then 10 is white, and I'll be honest, I've been subscribed to Runescape for 6 years or something. I've never seen a white weapon. I've never heard of them. I've seen black. I've seen them from scrolls and stuff, but I've never heard of white weapons. That's actually crazy that I'm seeing this. I don't know what that is, but I suppose we'll never use one on this account. By the time we leave this chunk, we're going to be in full rune, which is pretty crazy. So there's 2 defense. Oh, and look at that. We have our first clue scroll. I know that like Reldo is in the chunk, and Reldo can give the strange hot or cold device, but I don't think I remember doing any clue scroll steps that are in Varrock Palace, but maybe there is, like talk to King Rolled or something, so maybe if I got like a 1-step beginner clue and then it was talking to an NPC in this chunk, maybe I can do it. Let's take a look. Okay, Panic at Alcarid Mine. It's not inconceivable that one day I would roll that chunk, but for now, that's going to be dropped. Let's cook this rat meat just to have like a buffer. Now, it's funny that you can make burnt meat, but let's cook what we have now. Let's see how many we actually cook. One burned. There's level 3 cooking. Oh. Come on. Right about what I expected, I guess. I'm actually gonna look at what level I need to stop burning it. Wow, so a 100% chance to not burn meat is at 33 cooking. You know, I really expected it would be lower because it's such a bad, low-tier type of food, right? Like, I mean, I'll have a 90% chance at 27. At 3 cooking, I have over a 50% chance. Yeah, the curve is a lot rougher than I expected, to be honest, but it is what it is, I guess. And I think now that we have some food and a little bit of stats, like 2 defense but 10 attack and strength, I'll start just fighting the big rats, and then if it seems like I'm using my food like faster than I'm actually getting to kill them, then I'll switch back again, I guess. But I think we're in a safe enough place to start killing these big rats, just going for it on these level 6 guys, training defense. Defense level 3, and level 3 prayer. Level 5 defense, combat level 11, there's 6 defense. I want to say I'm kind of breaking even on the rat meat, where while I'm fighting these guys, like I'm taking damage and I'm healing, but I'm kind of gaining back just as much meat as I'm eating. And as my defense gets higher, I think I'm going to start like not even taking damage from these guys, and then maybe I can move on to something that gives me gear. It's 13 HP, which is awesome as well. The more health, the better, so... There's 7 defense. Awesome. Man, look at, like, how many mind talismans are they gonna give me? And they're not even useful at all. Wow. Wow, okay. That's... I don't even know what to say. Okay, level 4 cooking, let's hope that helps, because this is rough right now. No, 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 no. No! I just spacebarred through that prompt because I'm used to only having one option, and it totally just made another burn meat, so it just completely bricked. Not only is my character in the game bad at cooking, but I'm bad at cooking outside of the game, apparently, because I can't even choose the right option. 5 cooking, though, so... I can now cook herring, but I have no way of getting any fish. No way to fish. Still good though, getting 2 cooking levels, and I guess it ended up being about 50%, but I screwed that up there for sure. I realized my problem. I wasn't wearing the chef's hat. So let's keep wearing the chef's hat, kind of ruin my own fashionscape here, since I have no other hats. This will give me a lot more confidence to fight things in the dungeon and to cook if I'm kitted out. So I just realized this is a multi-combat area for some reason. There's 8 defense coming in and level 12 combat, and level 12 combat means that I think the level 6 rats won't aggro onto me anymore, so this whole area is safe, which is awesome. There's 10 defense, so now we should be able to wear white again, which I've never seen, and black. Maybe I can get that from clue scrolls, I'm not sure. We have 10 in all of them. Let's go see about killing a zombie or something that can actually give me an item. So I'd love to get a weapon. Hang on. I didn't click on that guy. We're combat level 12, isn't that twice level 6? He shouldn't be attacking me? That's strange. I thought like I was twice his level, I wouldn't get hit anymore, or wouldn't aggro them unless I attacked them. Level 4 prayer, and never give up an opportunity for an imp. They do drop an iron dagger, right? I'm not crazy. No, I am crazy, but they drop a blue wizard hat, which would be an upgrade for magic. No, don't run out the chunk, please. Hey, there it is. Blue wizard hat. So this is a fashion upgrade for sure. Look at that. The chef vibe is also good. I will switch to it to cook and pretend that it does something. For now, we'll do the 2 magic defense, and that's our first piece of combat gear, so that's really awesome. Okay, so nicely, this time spacebar is cooked meat, so I will not be making the same mistake. Level 6. I will not be allowed to make fruit blasts, sadly. Oh, and it's switched on me. Interesting. I have a woodcutter out there. And some nice mage gear. Oh, there's level 7. Can now prepare guppies. I don't even know what preparing a guppy means, to be honest. I don't think I've ever done that. And I made a crucial mistake. I didn't switch to the chef's hat. Damn, what a fail. Welcome to a new segment the production team are calling Worst Ideas in Gielinor. Let's welcome tonight's special guest. After acquiring enough food and stats to take on a non-rat enemy for the first time, zombies seem like the best option due to their low level. A solid plan was in place. However, our guest tonight decided that a cheeky attempt on a Black Knight would be in order, as they had a higher drop rate of useful weapons. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Varela? Alright then, let's cut to our drone footage from the scene, captured live for the folks at home. The 1 in 32 for the iron sword is much better odds. The zombies have a 1 in 128 of dropping like a bronze sword, which is worse as well. The zombies are level 13 and Black Knights are level 33, which is like a huge difference. So I may try and fight a Black Knight with my food, and then if things get bad, I'll run away. But that would be higher odds of getting what I want, but it may not be sustainable to farm them. So I'm gonna do one attempt on a Black Knight, and then if it doesn't go well, I'll just do the zombies until I get a weapon, because I think that's going to be smarter, but I think doing a cheeky attempt would be good. Okay, here's the Black Knight. I'll use prayer on this. I'll use burst of strength and defense. And okay, well now he's out of the chunk. That's great. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just try it. If he hits too high, I'll run. It's not looking good so far, is it? Okay, he has 42 health. I mean, that really doesn't seem... I can only... Yeah, okay. No, that was too ambitious. We got greedy. That was a fool's errand there. Oh no, don't chase me. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Let's eat. Okay. So, Black Knights are not going to be the play for now. Let's stick to zombies, trying zombies. And maybe we have to train a bit more, I don't know, but that definitely wasn't it, was it? Yeah, let's just stick to zombies and see how that goes. I think proven that ambition is not going to be my friend when I'm fighting with no weapons, no armor. It's just a bit too ambitious and optimistic, I think. So let's try and find one of those. Level 13 zombie, let's see how this goes. On strength, we still only hit a 2. But these guys have 22 health, it seems possible with food. You know, I can get my, like, 1 in 32 for a helmet, which would still be a big upgrade right now over, like, they don't do magic damage, right? And then 1 in 128 for an iron axe or a bronze longsword. I'll have to check which one does more damage, I have no idea. But can always dream, right? I think I'll be fighting zombies for a while, though. This seems okay with food, but I might have to start doing, like, trips where I fight rats until I have a full inventory of food, and then go farm zombies for a bit and switch back since I can't bank. Yeah, we have this one in the bag for sure. This is the play. And hopefully, you know, soon we get another max hit and start hitting 3s. That would be great, too. It is slow, though. This, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a fast kill. We're definitely missing a lot more as well. No, 14 hit points, that's really good, but combat level 3. We got fishing, bait, and bones, which is, it does stack, which makes me think, oh, well, maybe I should keep it, but I can't fish. I don't have a fishing rod, there's nowhere to fish. Level 11, nice. I really hope that's a max hit. Okay, iron arrows. So I am going to keep these because they stack, and if I need to train range, they'll be useful, but I don't think that I can even get a bow in this chunk at all, and maybe I'm missing something, but for stuff like arrows that kind of stack, I'm gonna say I keep them. Maybe it's time to clean this up too, like I don't need a bucket of water, so having a bucket of water specifically isn't useful. The pie dishes I can hop worlds and collect. There's no crafting here, so I'll drop the wool. I'm gonna say I keep stackables for now until I get fed up of having them or need more space, just because I know they stack. The chef's hat I have to keep for fashion, right? Like there's just no way that I can ditch that. Just level 12 strength. Okay, so I was just absent-mindedly killing these rats here and not paying too much attention, and I just realized I'm at 1 HP and have 1 food, so that could have gone really badly. I was kind of zoned out. If I had died to a rat in that way, that would have been tragic. I'm gonna be more careful. Yeah, not used to playing hardcore, for sure. We're at our maximum efficiency for cooking by wearing a hat that does nothing. Now that we have this on, we're gonna have so much more authority that the oven is going to respect us, and we're going to burn less meat. That's how it works. And okay, yep. Yeah, the authority is really, it's showing right now. It's really, yeah, thanks, Hat. Thank you so much for all of the help in, okay, we burned most of them. 3. I don't even think that's enough to... I'm gonna have to go back and kill more rats. I can't even... Yeah. Okay. I almost want to drop the hat out of just pure disappointment in how it betrayed me, but I think I'm gonna keep this foolish blind faith in the hat a little longer. And I'll just, you know, as long if it apologizes, acknowledges its mistakes, I'll keep it. Imp. It's the luckiest imp ever. He's not going to teleport or run. Wow. Oh, a tinderbox. Okay, so I'll keep this for now, I think. This will be really good for fire making. Because it's like a 1 in 64 drop or something, and these imps are so annoying to find and kill, I think it's going to be important that I just keep that. I haven't started my woodcutting grind. It doesn't help me a lot, to be honest, to have high woodcutting or fire making and free to play. Like, I can't fletch. I guess I could make a fire in the dungeon. So I think what I'm gonna do is just keep it for the time being and get to some of that grind. But for now I want to focus on my combat and getting some gear upgrades. Chef's hat on. Let's cook some meat. Oh, level 8 cooking. Can now make pineapple punch if I was a member, but I don't see any pineapples around here. Okay, more than half of them are cooked. Chef's hat is beginning to work, guys. So sad that I just fought a rat and it did 3 damage to me over the course of the fight, and the food is healing for 3. That means I'm not even sustaining the food right now. Oh, there's 14 strength. Awesome. Combat level 14 as well. Now I'm no longer pulling these guys, even if I stand next to them. But yeah, I think the combination of not having gear and just 10 defense maybe isn't enough. Oh, the frog prince. Hang on. Let me do this. Which one? I have to talk to this guy, right? And then it's transformed into a frog. So they changed this, so now you can touch him and then you can also offer him a kiss. I remember this was changed, like at some point you used to have to kiss him. They updated it, but I'll give him a little kiss. And he's very happy about that. And a collection log slot, that's cool. The frog token. I think unfortunately... Oh, 5 prayer, nice. The frog tokens are at the clothing store in Varrock, which is not in the chunk. We only have the hairdresser, so goodbye frog token. We will miss you. I'm at full health. I only have 3 meat, so I used, I want to say 4 or 5 meat to get 3 meat. Oh, we just hit a 3. Look at that. Hitting 3s means much faster XP and killing things faster. That's going to be a big help, I think. That was the best rat kill yet. If we do that on every rat, we're not going to have to worry about anything anymore. Definitely once I'm hitting 4s, I think the rat problem will be solved. But for now, let's just keep kicking them to death. Oh, there's 15 strength. Now, chef's hat on. Let's get to work. Oh, level 9 cooking. Spicy sauce. It's funny, like I don't know, I think I have 80 cooking on my Ironman, and I've never heard of spicy sauce. The hat isn't failing us this time, we're doing real well. It's a lot of food. Let's go fight a zombie. The thing I don't know is if, you know, increasing your strength like increases the odds of rolling the higher numbers, or if it just increases your max hit. I don't know too much about the combat maths in this game, but I think since it doesn't change my max hit, I'm not going to use it. One more hit. Give me something good here. Wow. Fishing bait again. That's crazy. Okay. I think I can fight one more with 10 health. Are you? Okay, fishing bait again. There's some... I'm gonna look at the drops again because that seems crazy. So, zombie... Oh, okay, they have a 1 in 3 chance of dropping fishing bait, so I suppose it makes sense, but let's go again. Well, I am going to be the fishing bait master on this account. I will have no fishing rod, no way to fish, but the world's largest collection of fishing bait, I think. I want to collect it as a meme just to see how high the stack gets, but I may regret that. So another strength level coming in, 16 strength. There's 6 prayer. Oh, and 7 strength, nice. Or, wow, 7 strength, 17 strength. There's 16 health. Always good to get more health levels. I think this is my biggest inventory of meat. Rather than healing when fighting the rats, I've kind of been letting my health regen and editing the video so that I can get a bigger stack, and that way when I go fight the zombies, like, just have a much better amount of food and I can fight more zombies before going back to the rat. Let's do this. Just a great start. Yep. Yep, keep it going. Level 10 cooking. I can cook red berry pies. Thurgo would be proud. Level 11 cooking. It's a climactic battle against a single zombie. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. He dropped nothing. Okay, so I think we're at... killed 6 zombies. I've gotten 5 iron arrows and 20 fishing bait and nothing so far. So, really good. Level 18 strength. Man, we're starting off rough, but we're gonna come out of this grind with full rune. So whatever other chunks we go to, I think that's, what, maybe max melee and free to play, so we'll be ready for anything. Oh, there's some body runes. Weaken? Okay, so I suppose maybe we can use weaken at some point on the zombies. Body runes do not seem like the ideal runes to collect, I'll say that. Worst ideas in Gielinor. I think we can do one more zombie here. I may have to run, but I think it's still worth a try. Just want to get something useful, man. Come on. Oh, this is scary. Oh, I'm at 6 health. He still has 4 health. I think their max hit is like a 3 or something. If it's a 4, I might die. Oh, this is so scary. I think I'm risking it here. I know this is stupid. Come on, he's at 1 health. Oh my god. Please. Just kick him. Come on. Okay, that may have been a huge chance that I shouldn't have taken. 28 coins. Okay, let's get out of here. Damn. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so their max hit is a 3, so that was a huge risk there. I should not have done that. That was really dumb. Being impatient there and risking everything for to kill a zombie for like an iron dagger. Yeah, I have to be more careful. So as soon as I get to 4 health, I'm just gonna run if I'm fighting the zombies, I guess. Burnt bread? That has to be one of the most useless drops in the game. Okay, there's level 19 strength. Okay, there's 7 prayer. You can now use clarity of thought, which buffs your attack. Okay, there's 17 hit points. Nice. That's 20 strength, which is awesome. Usually I feel like when I train my combat stats, I kind of tend to do them in like increments of 10 and then I switch. So normally now it's switch to attack or defense. I think I'm gonna keep raising strength until I can hit a 4 because I think it'll just make such a big difference. Like starting to be a lot better, like I'm at 9 health. I'm almost have 20 health now instead of 10, right? But also I'm getting a lot more rat meat without dying. Level 12 cooking. When I stop burning these, it's going to be a glorious day, I'll tell you that right now. Even now it feels... oh, there's 13 cooking. Scrambled eggs. Why can only members make scrambled eggs? Yeah, look at this. Like, even just going from, like, 5 to 13 cooking, we're burning so much less meat. Like, this is really good. The hat is working. This video doesn't end until we get gear from one of them. Like, at least a weapon. Come on. Fishing bait. That's, well, yep, 25 now. I have the most fishing bait and free to play. Show me the goods. Show me. And we got nothing, okay. What are we getting? Coins. I mean, it's great that we're getting these coins for the future, but we can't even spend them in this chunk at all. This is great though, we can still kill more zombies on the same trip. Come on, this is the one, I believe. Coins. Alright, this is it. Steel arrows. Steel arrows are a 1 in 64 drop. and bronze med helm we want is a 1 in 32. The sword and the axe are both 1 in 128, so I'm not really expecting to get them yet. We've killed 14 zombies now. We're not even on drop rate for any of the stuff I want, so I'm not going to start complaining, but it would be nice to get something early and just have a huge upgrade to our XP per hour and damage. 21 attack, or sorry, 21 defense. Hey, there's 8 prayer. I can now use Sharp Eye, which is a ranged ability. Level 14 cooking. Oh, and level 15 cooking as well. I can now cook trout. And that's 22 strength and combat level 18 as well. Oh, we just got Mysterious Old Man. Let's look for a maze random or something. Solve a maze. So there is a strategy I saw in a chunk series where you go to a chest and then you wait like 2 hours opening the chest over and over again, but I don't really feel like spending 2 hours doing that right now, and I think a lot of the mobs in this area drop runes, so I'm just going to do the maze normally and see what I get. I will get this chest on the way, but I'm not going to stay here for 2 hours. Fire runes, that's good. Okay, really not my best maze random, 66%. I've done much better, but it is what it is. What are we gonna get? Okay, so we got a double steel arrow drop. We did get some fire runes, so we're starting to build up a valid rune stack. Starting to question my choices on things I'm keeping here. Is the meme fishing bait really worth it? But still free, but I just got 18 HP, so that's awesome. Coins again. I think one of the most important things on this account is going to be having really high melee combat stats, because all of my magic training has to come from enemy drops, and the only way to do that quickly is going to be if I'm killing enemies in melee really fast and not dying. So I think just a lot of the beginning of this series is going to be this combat grind, and then eventually, coins again, okay. Eventually I'll be spamming magic training so I can get to 55, but to do that I'm going to need such a big rune stack. Dramatic zoom in for some coins. Let's do an aerial view of our new sword right here. The overhead camera angle. Here it is. Oh hey, I just got a clue scroll, a beginner clue scroll again, so maybe we can see if this one is a step that's possible in this chunk. Blow a raspberry at Aris in her tent, equip... Okay, so I don't have a gold ring, a gold necklace, and I can't go to... That's the fortune teller, I think. So none of that's possible, sadly, and that's another drop. That's the second one from rats. And there's 23 defense. Let's see if that increases our max hit. I hope so. Our foot should be real tough right now. And it's still 3, but we're gonna keep going and we're gonna get... If we need 99 strength to hit a 4, that's what I'm gonna do. I just cannot accept it. So somehow we just got another beginner clue scroll. And this is... Okay, this is going to be a hot and cold clue. I don't think there's any that are in the same chunk as Reldo, and I don't have a spade, which I realized may be a problem. I'm going to drop this. I don't think it can be in the chunk, but that was literally like a minute after the previous clue scroll. Oh, we have an old man again. It's giving me a present, and it's a uncut emerald, which I haven't looked at crafting at all. I don't think there's any way to do crafting in the chunk. If you look at jewelry, and uncut emerald is like 27 crafting. I don't have chisel, I don't think, or a way to get a chisel, so I think I have to drop this, unfortunately. But a lot of dropped items right now. No lamps yet either, which I have to figure out what I should lamp. I think it's definitely going to be smithing now that I think about it. Today on Varrock's Best Top Chef, we have Varella. Let's see how much meat she burns. Level 16 cooking. Members can now do some cool stuff, but we can only cook meat. Only 4 burned out of, what, 20 or something? Much better, so the suffering's pretty much over, I think, with the meat. Worst ideas in Gielinor. So guards are level 21, which is higher than the zombies, like by, I don't know, 10 levels, but they have the same amount of health, and they have a 1 in 21 chance of dropping an iron dagger, which might be easier, so I'll do an experiment here. I'll attack 1 guard. I sure hope I keep this in mind. Don't try to fight one any point vision. Proven that ambition has not been my friend when I'm with no weapons, no armor. It's just a bit too ambitious and optimistic. Maybe I'll have to run away, but let's try. Prayers on. I don't have prayer. Okay, that was a mistake, but let's just take a look. This seems doable. I think they do a lot more damage. Yeah, we're hitting, like, almost nothing on them. Yeah, I think I'll kill this one just for the chance, but I don't think this is happening right now. I think zombies are going to be our best bet. I'll probably go through all this food, killing this one guard. Yep. I'm burning through food and it's still over half health. We're not even hitting him anymore. I would have guessed that going up against someone in full armor with a shield and a sword, wearing a chef's hat, no armor, and kicking them wouldn't be an effective strategy. Okay, this is really scary. Let's eat to full, but I haven't done damage to them for so long now. Kind of wasted a whole inventory of rat meat there. It seemed promising at the beginning. I don't know what happened. We got it down to like half pretty quickly, and now just missing every time. Okay. No. Oh my god. What a mistake. That's scary. I have risked this account twice now doing really stupid stuff, but that's how deep the weapon dream is. Damn. Let's wait for this to recover a bit and get some more food. Well, 19 hit points and 24 strength. Combat level 19. I'm hoping that this level, whatever level we get to, look, there it is, a 4. We finally did it. Let's go. Finally switch back to attack. That's awesome. Oh, and 9 prayer as well, which gives Mystic Will. Okay, it increases magic attack and defense. That may actually be useful when I start training magic, because anything that increases my chance to hit is going to increase my XP per hour, so there's a chance that I use that when I'm training. And there's 11 attack as well. 17 cooking. We only burned 4 that time. Oh, there's level 21 skeletons there. I wonder what they drop. There are several different kinds of skeletons in the Varrock sewers. Most of them only drop runes and iron daggers. But certain higher level skeletons wielding weapons can drop a few things that would be great for us to acquire. This includes iron medhelms, iron swords, and the iron scimitar. If you know anything about Runescape, you'll know that the scimitar is the fastest and best type of sword in the game. Getting one of these could be a massive upgrade in the future. Let's explore the rest of this dungeon. We have a full inventory of food. It's a pretty good time. After noticing the skeletons, I decided to explore the rest of the sewers now that I had higher stats and some food. Right, and then we have ghosts here. I was kind of thinking they may drop something cool. Further into the dungeon, I found ghosts, which unfortunately only drop clue scrolls. Oh, these level 24 zombies. I don't know if they have different drops. The higher level zombies can drop the Iron Mace, one of our best in-slot items for prayer that we have to acquire to leave the chunk. They also drop the Bronze Kite Shield. This would be an upgrade over the wooden shield we're currently using when we're doing melee combat. And these are not ground drops, are they? Oh, they are. I also discovered a ground item spawn of both a mind and body rune. While I'm not sure how useful this is yet, it's possible this could allow me to farm mind runes by hopping worlds for my early magic grind, assuming I had enough air runes as well. Fishing bait. Just a classic drop right there. Fishing bait. Let's see it. Coins. Fishing bait. Hey, there's level 12 attack. 13 attack and combat level 20. Oh, we got the Frog Prince again. Kind of strange luck with the random so far. I got 14 attack. Hey, level 18 cooking. Hey, 20 hit points right off the bat. That's awesome. Fishing bait, huh? It's time. For some coins. Coins again? Coins. Hey, 25 strength and 21 combat level. Doing a kill with no food here, I think I'm at the point where if I'm at full health, I can pull that off without being too worried. As you can see, my DPS is a lot better here. And more coins. There's 10 prayer. There's 15 attack. Level 19 cooking. No comment on that. Hey, this guy's cheering me on. Let's go. He knows I can do it. There we go. Woo! We got iron arrows. He's following us on our exploits. That's nice. He offered me a weapon. He must have thought I was a massive noob doing this, which I would understand believing that. And of course, as a reward for that, I get fishing bait. Alright. Nothing it is. We're gonna get another strength level here. 26 and 22 combat. Come on, reward me. Rewarded with coins. And there's 21 hit points as well, nice. For the first time. That's our first lamp. Let me talk to him right now. Awesome. I'm not going to hoard this. I think it goes straight onto smithing because we need 30 smithing for superheat item, and I'm really not sure how I would get enough ores to do anything else to smelt an iron bar, so let's just put it straight on there. Smithing. 10 smithing XP, let's go. There's 16 attack. Well, I'm glad the Lumbridge kitchen staff are so accommodating of me coming up from the sewers with a bunch of dead raw rats and cooking them, because otherwise I don't really know what I'd do. So big shout out to those guys. 17 attack. And 11 prayer. 20 cooking. I can now cook meat pies and pike and prepare cave fish again. I don't know what those are. Now 20 cooking, that's one of our chunk goals complete because we needed 20 cooking to cook a meat pie. So we just have to do that now. Any way of making a meat pie right now is, I mean, we can get all the meat we want. We can get the pie dishes here, but to make pastry dough, we would need a pot of flour. We can only get that from an imp, which is a 1 in 64 drop, or a black knight, but that's also a low drop rate and I can't kill them yet. I think I'll passively kill imps when I see them until I get a pot of flour to make one to meet that requirement. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to make meat pies as our best healing food because it's just going to take way too long to kill imps. Like, I mean, well, we'd probably have to kill hundreds of imps to even make a few meat pies versus getting this cooked meat quickly, and even though it heals 12, which is a lot more, it's just would be such a big grind. And we can burn them as well, right? So they wouldn't even be guaranteed to work. So I'll do it for the chunk task, but unless I get desperate later for some kind of tougher enemy, I don't think meat pies are going to go into the rotation of foods that we're using to heal. Of course, it's fishing bait. Absolutely nothing. Classic. Coins again. Okay, so we have killed 39 zombies now. We're actually over drop rate for the bronze med helm, which is sad, but we're still under drop rate for any of the weapons. Build up that stack. Let's go. There it is again. Wow, we're getting so lucky. We're getting so much fishing bait on this trip. Oh, 27 strength there. Nice. This will be a 9 zombie trip, which is great. 22 hit point and coins. That was 10 zombies in one trip. Hey, 18 attack as well. And look at that, I was really hopeful there. We only burned 1, which is awesome, but I almost for a second believed that it would be time. I know we're like 10 levels away from never cooking any, but that was really close. What, how is she... Hello? What are you cutting, lady? That's, okay, interesting. More coins. Absolutely nothing. Our favorite? Steel arrows again. I think steel arrows are a 1 in 64 drop, so that's twice the rarity of the bronze med helm, which we haven't gotten yet, and we've only killed 50 zombies, so that's unfortunate. Coins. Oh, dude, there it is. Bronze med helm. Let's go. So that's, I feel like, similar bonuses to the shield. I have to say though, I've never been a big fan of the way med helms look. I think the fashion vibe's a little bit ruined compared to our other two hats, but that's still a massive defense upgrade, so I'll absolutely take it. That's awesome. We're at 55 zombies, so we're a bit over drop rate, but that's still great. Let's just get our weapon now. Awesome. Our first piece of gear other than a wooden shield that we found outside the city that someone had thrown away. Oh, 28 strength too. And back to our old favorite. And even though I don't think it looks that good, it feels so good to finally have a piece of gear on the account from those zombies after killing so many. And probably have to kill just as many again to have a chance of getting that weapon. But it's awesome. After only getting fishing bait, arrows, and like one rune drop this whole time, feels good. And it's good to have a bit more defense and know we're going in the right direction. Super happy with that. 19 attack. Coming in with our bronze med helm on. And I believe we're about to get a prayer level as well. Let's see. 12 prayer. There's more information available from the prayer tutor in Lumbridge Chapel. So let's say like 2,000 hours from now, if we make it to Lumbridge, I'll go talk to him and see what he wants to tell me. Oh, 23 hit points and combat level 25. So we're getting a wise old man again. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a maze random. Let's do it. Wonder what it'll give me here. Iron arrows, not ideal, but it is what it is. Fire runes, nice. Here we go. Coal, steel arrows, and chaos runes. Okay, so we're gonna have to take the chaos runes. Noted coal. I can't unnote anything in this chunk, so it's completely useless. What I am very sad about now though is that we're down another slot, so we only have 16 slots left for like picking up stuff, and we're missing like every elemental rune, I think. Chef's hat on. I'm actually gonna go back and get that meat I dropped since I burned one. No XP waste. Of course it's gonna be funny if I burn this one now, but I believe. Chef's hat is on, right? So it can't fail us. Let's go. It's time to fight some zombies with our bronze med helm. Let's go. More defense. Hopefully we can kill more of them and get that weapon. I've been playing for a while, but I can't stop now. Gotta get that sword. Coins and bones. And where's the fishing bait at? We haven't gotten any this trip. Starting to miss it. Oh, we got air runes for the first time. Nice. That is another slot in our inventory, but air runes allow me to cast Wind Strike, so for the first time, I'm actually capable of casting this spell since starting. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna save an inventory slot. Let's do this. Let's cast a spell just to say we did. We'll save a slot for now, since we only have one Mind Rune, and just for the fun of it, you know, let's do it. Wind Strike. Let's get some magic XP. 1 damage, let's go. Back to kicking. Also our first mid-combat gear switch there. Some pretty advanced techniques right now. Look at that, we didn't even take damage on that fight. Ah, there's our fishing bait, thank god, I was starting to get worried there. More coins, more bones. Nothing too good, but at least it was nice to get some air runes. And there's 20 attack, that's awesome. I'm gonna now switch to defense. There's 11 defense. Let's start to get super tanky so those zombies can't hurt us anymore. So our strength is high enough now that we can hit 4s off of the strength combat style, so that's really cool. 12 defense. So here's someone splashing on the Zamorak mage. That was when I noticed him earlier. 22 cooking. Oh, there it is. It's beautiful. The first completely non-burned inventory of rat meat. We've finally done it. Can only mean good things in the future, right? Man, that feels good. Let's go. That zombie only hit us once. It's beautiful. Oh, and mind runes. Now we kind of have to take 5 mind runes. 13 defense. 26 combat level. And nothing but bones. Oh, 6 nature runes. Interesting. We really need those for casting high-level alchemy later. Low alchemy, I suppose. I mean, maybe we'll get to a point where we do that, because we can't sell. There's no shops in the chunk, so just getting gold for later. Or we save it for high alchemy, I don't know. Either way, I will keep them. And nature runes are 1 in 128, so that's the same drop chance as the bronze longsword. That could have been it. Or the axe. But you know what? We need those for later, so we take it. We're at 69 zombies killed. Funny number. And we're still under drop rate for any of the stuff we want. I'm not going to complain. Okay, now I'll complain. There they are again. So back to back, 1 in 128 drops, and that could have been the steel axe or the bronze longsword there. Both would have been perfect. Damn, that's such a shame, but hey, I mean, building up the stack is good, and we're killing these zombies so much faster now. It's going so much better with higher stats, and I'm gonna say it's all the bronze med helm and our chef's hat being here in the inventory that's just keeping us alive, right? Exuding that aura. There's 14 defense. We're back to the usual coins and bones. Oh, there it is. Bronze longsword. Dude. Look at that. We finally have a weapon. Kitted out. We made it. So with that, what is that? It's 7 strength bonus and a bunch of other bonuses. I hope that gives us a max hit, but I have no idea. Let's put it on strength. Let's fight another zombie, and let's see if we got a max hit out of that. I hope we at least do more damage with it, but that's so good. Finally a weapon. It's so weird seeing other attack animations after this long. Okay, we're still hitting a 4. That's funny. I really thought, you know, maybe we may attack faster. It seems like we're attacking faster here, which will still up our DPS by a lot. I really feel like this is, yeah, this is definitely faster. I mean, a longsword it has to be. Yeah, we're shredding through this guy now. This is awesome. And now we got the second best drop. They could have fishing bait right after, so that's perfect. Man, that feels good. Well, we had some tumultuous times, eating rat meat, almost dying multiple times, but I think this is maybe a good place to leave this video. We achieved our first big grind on the account. We only had to kill 74 zombies to get a 1 in 128 drop, so we got really lucky there. It sure took a while killing rats. I will show our kill counter on the screen, but we've killed 288 rats so far, 74 zombies, 20 imps, and cooked a whole lot of rat meat. We made it to 28 strength, 20 attack, 14 defense, 22 cooking, which is over the goal we had because we need to cook a meat pie. If you made it this far into the video, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. This is my first YouTube video, and I learned a lot while making it that I'll be able to apply to improve the next parts of the series. The joy I felt receiving the same bronze longsword that I literally dropped on the ground from Tutorial Island at the start of the video reminded me of what makes Runescape so special. You can make anything into an adventure, and even this tiny grind on rats and zombies can feel like an achievement. For the next episode, I will be planning out my steps much more carefully and setting some bigger goals for the account. I definitely hope to see you there. If you liked the video, do consider giving it a like, a subscribe, or even just a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback to make this series great. With that, see you next time on Rat Genocide Simulator.